or plug your Twitter. I don't know.
Alright, well, back to the game. This one's going to be on Antigua Shipyard. Spawning on the bottom right-hand corner, we have the yellow Terran. It is TMWhatTheF.
And then spawning in the top left, we have our very own pink Zerg from IvD, Jetricxz. Or as I like to call him, Jetricxz. But that is an incorrect pronunciation of his name, but that's totally my thing. So yeah.
And, as I recently found out 5 minutes ago, Killer, previously on Dignitas, joins Clarity Gaming. And message word saying Killer Day Young. And yeah.
And he just wanted to share that piece of information.
Because if you're anything like Circle Vesky, you don't keep up with the esports much. So it's good to know.
But you see, but then you don't even know who Killer is anyway, so you're like, cool, Korean. I think.
He's the boss South American player.
Oh, South America. He's a killer. She's a killer queen. Anyway, me singing is a bad thing. Not really. But, you know, I can pretend it is. And it looks like that drone's going to be trying to pick off that SCV, but the other one's going to say, no, sir, I don't want that there. But then he's still going to be in the base and coming back for it. How many? So we're going to play the SCV pulling game and see how many SCVs we can get pulled.
And right now, it looks like drone versus SCV. The drone shall win because Zerg is overpowered.
You know, it regenerates while it's binding, so it's not fair.
Yeah, but man, Zerg overpowered.
Man, I just figured out why the drones always win.
Even though SCVs have the most health out of any worker, the regeneration lets drones basically have 50 health instead of 40, which is 5 more than SCV's 45.
Do Protoss shields regenerate?
Protoss shields regenerate, but they're a lot slower than Zerg health regen.
Oh, See, there's these little things that you, like, never really find out until you have the time to sit there and watch an SCV fight a drone. And you're like, I have to talk about this. Now, wait, that actually happens? Huh.
Yeah.
That is actually my thought process that I go through while I'm casting. Like, no joke. That's how skillful I am.
So that means you saw a Zerg neural probe build a Nexus and then chrono boost its hatchery.
No, I read that on Team Liquid.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
We do have double gas going down from TMWhatTheF. Getting back to the TMWhatTheF, getting back to the game, along with a fast expansion. And in turn, we also have the Zerg's fast expand with an SCV in there, just going around and getting some quick scouting.
Yep. Jetricxz going to be chasing out this one SCV of F. I'm just going to call him F because there are too many syllables in his name for me to say it without losing my breath. So F is having his SCV run back home. These two Zerglings trying to get at it. The SCV will go down. F probably going to be going 1-1-1 from his 1-rank expand, and it looks like he's going to be doing just that. The only difference is that there is no reactor yet on the barracks, but it looks like he's going to be doing that just now, as we do see on top of his main ramp there.
Yeah, and there's one lean coming in here, probably just to get a quick look, see what's going on. It does see 3 Marines, and it's like, oh, I need to get out of here before I die. And then it does. That's all there is to that.
Yep. Jetricxz right now, only on 2 bases. Not quite feeling like teching out into possibly Roach. Now, as in TVZ, we normally do see reactor Hellions, so I think that he'd try and get some Roaches out soon, because as a Terran, you need to constantly keep that harass going, or else you're going to be falling way too economically behind to even have a chance.
Yeah, and we do see Jetricxz now going for both, actually 4 extractors now, taking all his gas at once. Right as his third is about halfway done. So he's basically went for no he went for a gasless third, and now he's just starting his gas, just starting to move ahead in tech tree, get gas heavy units.
Yep. Right now we do have 2 Hellions of F going across the map. There are 4 Queens already out for Jetricxz, though, so these Hellions probably not going to be able to deal too much damage. Jetricxz at the moment just going to be dropping down 2 Evo chambers to try and block off some open space. The third base of Jetricxz is going to be finishing up. These 2 Hellions going to be scouting it. Queen's going to be moving down the ramp, going to try getting these Hellions here, but it looks like the Hellions going to be able to get away too quickly. And now the drone's not going to be dying, actually.
Indeed, actually, it looks like 2 more Hellions coming in, and it looks like they might actually... We have 2 workers killed on both sides, but I don't think those Hellions didn't do much damage at all, and I think that Jetricxz definitely got the better end of that trade.
Yeah, Jetricxz, although he didn't really react much in terms of microing his drones out of range with the Hellions, he actually just kept them mining, and it worked out perfectly. I think we have seen the new best play that you need to do versus Hellions now.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps all your drones nice and shuffled. So, like, you have your one that's about to die, leaving, and then the fresh one comes up. There we go. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah. I think, though, F not having all 4 Hellions go at the same time kind of helped with that. Now, we do have a Banshee for our Terran player right now. It does not have Cloak. This Queen will it be able to kill off the Banshee. It did get first hit. This Banshee, though, just deals too much damage for this Queen. And now the 3 other Queens are coming up into the main base. Quite a few drones dying from this. Actually, no, just 3 drones dying for that Banshee.
Wow. Jetricxz is definitely doing a good job keeping himself from losing too many drones in this containment and these harassment plays. Excuse me. But we do see TMWhatTheF he getting 3 factory production up now, 2 tech labs, 1 reactor factory, 1 tech lab starport. So he is definitely going to be looking at some mech play with Thors now too, with double armory upgrades going, and a 3rd. Just a quick wash down on his base. I felt like they needed an update.
Yes, updates are always good. Yep. Right now, we do have WhatTheF going to be going into mech play. He's getting some Thors, getting some tanks, getting 1-1 for vehicles as well. While Jetricxz is going to be getting a Spire and a Hive and Pathogen Glands and Galal Reconstitution. Some Zerglings trying to go into the 3rd base, but no, the Hellions are too strong for those biological units, and they will die. Banshee coming... Sorry?
Oh, nope, go ahead.
Alright, Banshee coming into the main base of Jetricxz here, but it looks like this Banshee too scared to deal with that Queen.
Did the Banshee see the Spire going down? Yes, it did. There is a Spire going down for Jetricxz in his base, and the Banshee did see it building. I don't know if he clicked on it to see what it was, but he did see the Spire under construction. So he does have a decent idea of what's going on as well.
And Jetricxz, for some reason, attacking his own extractor right now. That now going to be stopping that, but quite a bit of damage dealt by that Queen to that extractor there. That was kind of weird.
He was getting out some rage. He was a little pent up.
Or maybe that part of the Brood War story where the Overmind dies, so the brood, all the different broods of the Zerg swarm are just killing each other off. Maybe that Queen was from a different brood, but it's actually adopted, and it just found out, but then the Queen of Blades came into power, and it turned
pick up that Hellion, not that one. No! He could have picked up 1 more Hellion and had 3 life left. There was a Ling Hellion engagement, which actually, as far as Ling Hellion engagements go, wasn't too bad for Jetricxz, but it still was a Ling Hellion engagement, and he did lose a lot of Lings. He got 2 Hellions for his Lings, could have almost got 3, but there's 1 left with 3 HP. Rather disappointing.
Yeah, but we just have to take note right now that Jetricxz, he's getting Broodlords soon. And F only has one Thor. That is all the anti-air that he has at the moment. So Jetricxz, if he can get those Broodlords out, he's going to be in a great position.
Yep, and we do see two changelings making their way across the map, trying to get a good read on what's going on. They will be seen as the only Marine that F has, which is probably a dead giveaway since he doesn't build Marines because he's meching. Yep, and they will be going after the Changeling and the Zergling, but the Changeling does see the third, which that was his duty. And actually, he's over there spotting for a fourth, too, so he also knows that there is no fourth out from F.
Yep. These are quite a few tanks out for F right now. He actually has the supply lead. Jetricxz going to be taking his fourth base over in the center of the map. And with only Zerglings out right now, the Broodlords, where are they? They are not coming out right now, as the first Corruptors are just starting. 4 Broodlords starting up right now. And this one Thor probably not going to be enough to deal with even just 4 Broodlords.
Yeah, but But the question is, will those Broodlords be able to kill this army fast enough? It looks like it looks like Jetricxz is just abandoning his fourth, trying to get the Broodlords out. Not wanting to engage directly with the Hellions, as they will just tear through all of his wing front, leaving his infestors exposed.
Yep, and now another Banshee going to be dying to those Corruptors there. First few Broodlords are out, and I don't think F realizes that they are out. He should expect something, though. He is getting a few Vikings now, a smart choice. 2-2-4 vehicles starting up, as well as +1 ship weapons.
They are indeed, and it looks like he is going to be heading over towards his fourth, right as Jetricx's army is positioned outside of his base. There are, it looks like 2 Thors there to put some damage onto the Broodlords. But with the ground army, they can't really get close enough to do any damage. Infested Terrans dropping down in the middle of the battlefield. We have Lings rushing in to surround the tanks. They do have siege mode, but they are not sieging up.
And now a ton of infested Terrans did just get dropped down by Jetricxz. A huge fungal on the tanks as well. These tanks aren't sieging up. They probably should. The first 3 Vikings are out right now. SCV's getting pulled. And with no real Broodlords out... Oh, well, actually all the Broodlords are out. I just can't see them. Broodlords attacking down Thor right now. The Vikings not really doing much. Another great fungal on those Hellions there. The Infestors just trying to run away as fast as they possibly can. The Broodlords going to try raining down on all the tanks as much as they can, as there are no Vikings out anymore for F, and F is going to be losing quite a bit of supply right now. 3 Thors, 3 Vikings on the way to try and deal with these Broodlords. Not going to be able to, I don't think, in time. And now what F, he's lost so many tanks, so many Hellions right now. And there are 2 Vikings out trying to kill off the Broodlords. The Zerglings coming in to kill off the Hellions right here. It doesn't look like there are any Broodlords left anymore for Jetricxz. Here it's just Zerglings, just Infestors, but more Corruptors and Broodlords are on the way.
Indeed, and it looks like we're going to have 28 more Zerglings coming out. There are 3 more Thors in production at the moment, so after that engagement, both came out equal. They're within 20-ish supply of each other, with F in a slight lead. All the SCV transfer going over to his 4th base, laying down 2 what's a refinery? Yeah, 2 refineries.
All right. F, he looks like he's just going to be adding in more anti-air now. Quite a few SCVs are actually right here with the army. I'm not sure why he's doing that, as these SCVs, there are 10 SCVs here. So that means he actually has only 64 workers mining.
Yeah, and they are not. They are set to auto repair, so they're probably just saying they're hanging with the army just for safety. It looks like Jetricxz does know about this 4th. He is going to rush in, pick off the 1 Hellion whose job was to defend the base. That Hellion failed at his job. The base is forced to lift off, and the Corruptors are going to just snipe that base out of the air. as the Lings come in, they just kill off. Nope, they actually don't get to kill off the refinery as the Hellions come back in and actually manage to. It looks like corner the Lings in this main, but no, they're not going to go after those there.
A lot of Cropters going to be going down by trying to pass through the Thors of Vikings. F supply blocked right now in the red at 198 out of 193. Jetricxz going to be getting 74 more Zerglings, getting 3 more Cropters. He needs some more Broodlords out right now. There are so many Vikings. 15 Vikings for F right here. And so many Thors as well. A lot of Infestors dying to Hellions right now. The Broodlords are trying to morph in here. Vikings getting shots off already. I don't know if the Broodlords are even going to be able to come out in time.
And GG from Jetricxz. Well played. And we're going to go on to game 2. Huh. Very close game.
Yep. And we're going to be back with game number 2 of Jetricxz versus TMWhatTheF very shortly, so please stay tuned.
That name. His name, man. I'm like, it's Tim with the Tim with the F.
Yes.
Like, I'll understand the name at some point. Trademarked. He trademarked the phrase, what the F.
Yep. Alright, so let's see here. Jetricxz. Chat. Macro.
Oh yeah, we have to try and make another game, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah, Dine asked, why am I not a mod, Curran? So I asked him, how mod you are, son.
Dalt, some things... Daybreak. Okay.
What? Alright.
I like it. I will try to make again. Oops, not versus AI. I don't want to play against any computers right now. I'm busy.
Oh, you're making?
Yeah, I'll make.
Okay.
Daybreak. Search. No, it's any professional version, right? Daybreak. BSG. Oh. WCS. Okay.
By the way, guys, our fine observing is all thanks to Curran. You can follow him. Yeah, you can follow him on Twitter at @CurranTV. It's the stream link without the underscore.
Alright, let's see. Let us.
You're welcome, bro.
You have Jetricxz set as ignored, apparently.
What?
Apparently, on accident, you set Jetricxz as ignored in your attempt to figure out Korean.
Oh, damn it, did I?
You know, that could be the reason.
No, I don't think I want to report him. That looked like report.
Don't click any Korean buttons anymore. Who will host? Me! I am hosting. Leave me alone. Stop. What the fuck? Like, who's gonna host? You guys are too slow for me. Alright, Curran. Where is our beautiful Curran?
I'm just gonna go fix this right now.
Alright. So, if Dolk doesn't hurry up, this might be a solo cast. Come on, Dolk.
Don't worry, I just have to hit like 2 buttons.
2 buttons? Are you sure?
Yes, I just need to change the drop down from. There we go. Choose voice asset. There we go.
Wait, so did you do this on purpose?
What? No. I wanted Korean voice and then English text, but then I accidentally had it set to both Korean text and English voice, or Korean voice and text.
Ah, you failed miserably.
Yeah, now it's English text and Korean voice.
Now you can do stuff. Wait, so like, are you like politely told in Korean that you need to build another supply depot or something?
What? No, it just sounds more badass, that's all.
No, but like it talks to you in Korean. It's like build supply depots now or something.
Yeah, basically. Alright, I unblocked him.
Cool.
Yay!
All right, now I need to find you again because you were like, no, I have to go. Not talking Korean anymore. All right, where? Oh, you're not.
What?
Like it's important that you can read what the game says. There we go. Found you.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it, English text, Korean voice.
I was. Go, go, go. All right, Doc. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
You're gonna
So I
take
can
this one
finally-
away. You gotta shoot this one to the stars, man.
Alright, so for game number 2, it's going to be on Daybreak, spawning on the top right-hand corner from IvD Gaming. One of our colleagues, it is Jetricxz, the Pink Zerg.
And the yellow Terran is a new race. Okay, the yellow Terran spawning in the bottom left of the map. He's already won up. He's looking to seal out this series right here. We have TMWhatTheF.
Yep. So, we did see that last game we had 2 revelations. One is that a drone can be an SCV because of the whole Zerg can regenerate their health thing.
I know, right?
And then 2, TMWhatTheF, his mech, pretty strong. Will we be seeing it again this game? Possibly. Mech though on Daybreak, it can work pretty well if you're left for your 4th base untouched, because you need the gas to pull it off. You see the barracks getting dropped down, and I had a new epiphany now, is that barracks, when you drop a building down, they kind of like shake. It's like
They get dropped in.
yeah, it's not flat. They're not put down flat. They get dropped in on one side and then the other, and then they start building.
Well, aren't your graphics just set on maximum? But
No,
I would.
They aren't. I just have an awesome observer. That's all.
But, like, even if we do see mech again on this map, it'll definitely be a different kind of mech. On the other map, it was a very straightforward attack pattern. You just kind of pushed forward towards the center. There is no direct attack route on this map. As we've talked about before, there are a lot of more narrow spaces, lots of different ways to surround. The key will definitely be your siege tank positioning on the high ground, keeping yourself from getting surrounded, and all that awesome stuff.
And we did have an SCV actually win a fight this time. Was it SCV first hit? I do believe it was.
I think it was like, the drone was like, I'm going to pick on this one guy, and then the other SCV was like, I'm going to punch you in the back while you're not looking.
Yeah. So, what the F's SCV going around the main base. It's going to be scouting the natural right here for Jetricxz. Excuse me. Command center being built in the main of what the F right now. So it's going to be one rack expand into 1-1-1 play as the double gas going up right now. I don't think we'll be seeing Cloak Banshee from what the F this game either. Cloak, when you're going mech, Cloak, it can be something good to invest in, but realistically, Jetricxz he likes that fast lair. He'd probably have an overseer ready.
Yeah, and we do see. What do we see? There is still no gas from Jetricxz, so it looks like. Yep, and a second SCV scout coming in, seeing the same thing as before. So he's probably going to be a little suspicious, be like, I don't really know what's going on. And it looks like that SCV is going to get picked off by the Queen. Is he going to? No, he makes it out with only 8 hit points left.
Yep. Because if you didn't know this, because you're possibly new to StarCraft, well, Queens, they walk really, really ridiculously slow off creep. Because creep has this thing where I think creep, it gives Queens and other Zerg units like steroids from the ground, and it makes them go faster. And then when they're off creep, they don't have the steroids, so then they're slow.
All I know is that Queens feel like they have to pick up their skirt every time they get off the creep. So it might just be like creep is a nice lush carpet, and then regular ground just feels disgusting.
So it's a velvet carpet? Is that what creep is?
I guess.
So that means Zergs are actually ridiculously classy and we just don't know it?
I mean, come on. They have Queens. And they poop out creep tumors.
Yeah, but that means that means one of their monarchs poops in public. Like
Our
right
monarchs poop, man.
No, but in public in front of everybody. And right in front of somebody.
I don't know. Anyway, this is a
Yes.
silly conversation.
Any conversation is a silly conversation.
Not when we're talking about this bunker placement. Yeah, actually, what do you think about F's bunker placement here?
Alright. The bunker placement.
He's
It's
blowing off behind the ramp? I'm now confused.
I think this is mainly just so that he can... because Zerglings, when they come into the mineral line, they'll always go around, and it'll allow more Zerglings to hit at once. But if it's just through one path, then they'll have to funnel through, and it makes it just so much slower. And it also gives WhatTheF the ability to try and lower the depot, run his SCVs out if he mineral locks them, raise it, and then the Zerglings have to come back around.
Alright, yeah. Okay. Thank you for explaining that one to me. Alright, we do have double evolution chamber coming out of Jetricxz. And layer tech. So now Jetricxz is kicking in the high gear, trying to take up really fast. We are again gonna see the high factory play. So we're gonna be seeing mech again as the starport comes down and 2 more factories finish.
Yep. Right now, Jetricxz, he's getting his lair. There is no cloak on the Banshee, so he doesn't need the Overseer. He just needs the Queens to defend right now. Banshee's coming into the main base, and... Damn it. Okay. And the Banshee's in here right now, going to be getting the first few drone kills here. The Queen will be attacking it right away. Banshee's losing a lot of health right now. The second Queen arriving as well, but there is no Queen at the natural, and now the Queen is coming back down. The Banshee just passing by. It was really close to dying. If it passes by the third base, it is basically dead because the Queen will have... Oh, the Banshee goes down as the third Queen comes by to help kill it off.
Yeah, and that's only... probably one worker. Yeah, so that Banshee only got 1 worker kill. Poor Banshee. She tried. She tried.
She tried, man. And realistically, all that matters is if you try your best, because that's what they tell you in frickin' middle school and like elementary school, that you have to try your best. But realistically, that's bullshit. I don't know where I'm going with this.
You just, man, you have like some hurt emotions from your middle school days.
You mean the days that I am currently in?
Exactly.
Because everyone is stupid and there's like no StarCraft peoples.
Don't worry, you'll get to college. Anyway, back on topic, away from Dalk's poor woes about middle school, which apparently is horrible for him. We have a whole bunch of Lings streaming across the center of the map. It looks like he's going to try and go Ling versus Hellion again. Didn't work out well for him last time. We'll see if he can change it up this time, try and get stuff working. We do have mass Hellion coming out of these factories, being produced three at a time, three at a time, because I cannot count. Also, yeah, adding on a majority of tech labs, so we're going to have 5 tech lab, 1 reactor on 5 factories and 1 starport.
Yep, and now a large circling run by going into the third base of What the F. A lot of SCVs going to be dying here. The Hellion's not quick enough. These Zerglings just too strong, but the blue flame going to be killing off quite a bit of them before they can escape.
Yep, and we do actually have another command center going down from What the F, so it seems like they're both just going to this very passive macro-style game. We've had a little bit of harassment with Zerglings, a little harassment with Banshees. Looks like we're going to get some harassment with Hellions, but Jetricxz is actually on 5 bases right now.
Yeah, and now with these roaches here, a Fungal should be going down on these Hellions to trap them in place. Come on, Jetricxz, just unburrow. Unburrow with Fungal. Come on, Jetricxz.
He does not have enough energy.
Come on. No,
to do that.
Not enough energy, but luckily no drones were killed. The roaches were enough to do it.
Yep. And it looks like, yep, he is. F has not seen the 3rd yet. He has not managed to get his way into the 3rd. He does not know about the 5th actually, though he can assume that there's a 3rd because because he has seen the 4th.
Yep, and right now Jetricxz going to be getting his Spire, his Hive, getting some more drones. Right now, if we take a look at the economy tab, 66 drones to 62 SCVs, not the lead that you want as a Zerg, but now with those drones finishing up 77, seeming like it's much more like a TVZ now.
Yeah, and we have Roaches coming into the 3rd. They're trying to get some SCV kills. It looks like they managed to pick up a few, but now they're trying to get out before all these Hellions roast them. They managed to take down 2 of the supply depots in the supply depot wall, which actually does do some supply damage to F. He is not maxed yet, but he is a far cry away from getting supply blocked. As the tanks and the Hellions do come in, engaging the roaches, a few Hellions do get lost, and some damage. So I would say overall a good thing for the roaches. It also pulls the army a bit out of position, keeps them back on their heels, keeps them from going in and putting in the pressure. And that's what Jetricxz wants, is he's trying to take advantage of all 5 of his bases now.
Yep. And now, just to note, What the F, he has a single Raven. This Raven, if he gets enough energy, and I actually can't remember if Seeker Missile still does AoE damage in Wings of Liberty. In Heart of the Swarm, there's so many patch changes that it's just so confusing now. Like, do you know if it has AoE damage? Because I don't.
It has to have AoE damage.
It has AoE damage in Wings of Liberty.
We have a confirmation from the God voice that you guys cannot hear because it's in our heads. But
yes,
we do have AoE damage on the Seeker Missile. Because if it didn't, what are you going to do with the Seeker Missile if it doesn't have AoE damage?
Well, ask the Terran players of HOTS that have it with single target damage, I believe.
It's like a sniper ball that explodes.
Yeah.
I guess. Whatever. Anyway.
Yes.
So we do have a rather large pack of roaches and 2 lings moving up to the north, checking for a 5th. And actually, there's already a ling burrowed there too. So he is very happy to know that he is still ahead on bases, keeping a good eye on all the places that F could expand to. A Raven will see the roaches coming in, and it looks like they're just going to go into the 4th, try and take it out. There is an army here, and now, yep, they're just going to engage into the army, try and get some kills. Burrow, there is detection from the Raven. They get better position, pick off some tanks, pick off a lot of tanks, actually. The tank siege up, managed to clean it up.
Now Jetricxz, he did a nice play. He burrowed the roaches, moved them towards the tanks, and then make the tanks blow up on themselves. That's something that I know a lot of Protoss players use. You get zealots, you put them right next to the tanks, and then the tanks just blow up magically because tanks seem to hate each other.
Poor tanks.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, and we do have, it looks like 7 Broodlords popping out right next to Jetricxz's 4th?
Fourth.
Yeah,
Yes,
his 4th, I
fourth.
guess.
Yep.
arbitrarily numbered bases now because they're all fully saturated, except for the 5th. I'm a liar to the fullest extent, but I'm the caster, so everything I say is true. Right, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Like you. So if I said right now
No.
that.
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Only me. We have a Ling run by, and it looks like they're just going to try and get in here and do some damage. I don't know. We have a nice mineral trick. All the SCVs piling up on that one thing. It actually makes it very hard for us to know how many SCVs were just killed.
Yep. So far, Jetricxz, he's the Zerg. He's killed more workers in this entire game than our meching Terran. And the thing about mech is that you have to constantly throw Hellions at your opponent, slap them in the face with the fire of the Hellions to just try and get rid of drones, put them down, because or else they're going to remax way before you'll ever be able to.
Yeah, and I don't even know if... Yeah, he is not even aware that Jetricxz was on Spire Tech, let alone that there are Broodlords out there. So this is going to be the first revealing of Broodlords. I mean, he has seen some Corruptors, but he has not seen the Spire. He doesn't know where it is. He doesn't know... Now he knows that there's Broodlords out there. Doesn't know where to go to pick it off. And the Broodlords are actually just going to be doing a lot of damage right now to the tanks.
Yep, and these Vikings going to be fighting Corruptors, and a nice fungal on the Vikings and the Raven as well. The tank's going to be sieging up at the 5th base. Now the Infestor's taking a lot of damage right here. The Broodlord's going to try killing off the tanks, but there are just so many Vikings for what the F right now. And what the F is with this large number of Vikings? I made a pun.
Clever. You made a funny. Guys, Dulk made a funny. As we do see the 5th of Jetricxz go down, which I don't know how you can be funny at such a sad, sad time. But actually, we are going to have Jetricxz cleaning up this army, so he traded his army for a 5th base, which now Jetricxz is like, we will rebuild. And we have a lot of Lings coming in for a post-attack attack, not to be confused with a counterattack.
Yes, because a post-attack attack is when you got attacked, you attacked it, and now you're just going for, and you're continuing your attack by doing another attack. So Jetricxz just moving in. He has quite a few Corruptors right now. Should probably morph a few of them into Broodlords, as there's not a lot of Vikings out right now for our Terran player. The Zergling's doing quite a bit of damage actually to the Thors. The Thors now going to try killing off these Broodlords. The Vikings, actually, while they go down to the ground, morphing there, the Corruptors did kill them off, and now the Broodlord's going to try killing off these Thors here. One Thor will go down to the Broodlords. More Zerglings coming in here. 3-3 from Missa, and now makes it well.
Should look up. TMWhatTheF to try to, but this is now finally this direct engagement map with a long circuitous path which will reveal territory.
Yep, and he has the tab. He is very good. 4 flyer attacks and +2 melee.
Down again, and there are a bunch of Lings right there to deny it. He's going to be forced to lift off, and as he lifts off, Corruptors are going to be coming in, trying to pick off that base before it gets to the safety. 2 Vikings moving in, and then a fleet more behind him, but I don't know if that command center is going to make it. It looks like it's going to be burning.
And it's on fire. It's very close to dying right now, but it still has about 60 seconds to get repaired. Corruptors, and now a big fight happening right now. Infested Terrans are getting thrown down. A lot of Hellions and Thors are available for Jetricxz right now. I don't know where the Broodlords are anymore for Jetricxz. The command center is very close to dying. It's about 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 1. It blows up.
Ooh, that's a very big loss for WhatTheF, but in the meantime, he has managed to kill off almost all of Jetricx's army now. I stand corrected. No, actually I don't. So yeah, he has No, he's flooding in a whole bunch more roaches. That's where all the supply was. I was momentarily confused again. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch more roaches coming in now, and it looks like they're going to be hanging out on his side of the map. Go ahead. Sorry.
And now we have a ton of infested Terrans about to be spawned all over the third base here, going to be killing off basically the last bit of mining that WhatTheF has. And now our Terran player going to be moving on into Jetricxz's fourth base, but going to be repelled here. And the third base very close to dying through those infested Terrans. The roaches doing quite a bit of damage. A nice choice of Jetricxz to tech out into these roaches to deal more damage versus these mechanical units.
And it looks like the Thors are going to be falling back, forced to go back and try and secure at least an extra base. WhatTheF has been stuck on 3 bases, whether it's his 4th or his 3rd that's down. One of them seems to always be down due to Jetricxz's constant harassment. I don't know why I say harass. And our stream died, and Curran died.
I am Master Dalkin, with me is Sir Kolveski. Our observer, Kuran, our faithful man, he sadly got disconnected or something. He just disappeared, sadly. We are currently in the... Yeah. He is back!
You're back, but you're out of the game.
No. He's still in the game, bro.
You're still in the game?
Yeah, it's not back. It's still offline.
Here's the hilarious thing. I said GG from Jetricxz I typed GG from Jetricxz in the chat on accident. I was like, oops. I mean from WhatTheF. Because I was like, all right, I will cast it via text. Here we go.
It's like back in like 2002, casting via text. It's like people would just sit in IRC channels and then like type like crazy.
I can type faster than I think, so I was like, GG Jetricxz. No, wait, no, I didn't mean to type that. Forgive me!
Oh, you know how Killer got picked up by Clarity? Someone wrote, okay, so first he was D Killer, now he's C Killer, next E Kill.
All right, I'll host.
All right. Is this track? Yes, we are.
We are tied 1-1. This is like intense. You okay?
I just swallowed too much water at once. It's fine.
That's never almost quite a good thing. That made sense. All right. Cloud. He said Cloud Kingdom. Didn't I do Cloud Kingdom?
Yeah.
World Champion Series. Cloud Kingdom. See, the only problem with delay servers is when something goes wrong, guess what? You lose 3 minutes of the game minimum.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was like an important 3 minutes of the game too. That was a good game. Oh wait, yeah, I do need to invite Jetricxz. Okay. Invite game. Invite Corinne, the awesome who crashes occasionally. And invite Salil. Alright. Yeah, Jetricxz is in the right spot. I am not. And we are rest.
Alright, that's good.
And comes on just at the end of the game so they can see the score.
I'm just glad that I always have a generic title set. So that video is named Cast All the Things on All the Servers. For my stream, I always have a generic title set. So.
Can we we don't give out the invite codes till the end, do we? Oh, he probably wants to leave and go to bed like a normal person. Man, bro. My throat is like the sound you should mute your own sound.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's probably talking about with the music and us,
Huh?
which we can't do yet.
Whose host? Oh. Sure.
In the game you're in right now? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Are we ready? Okay, Jetricxz is ready. And... ready! Come on, have fun! Oh. Mini a smiley face. Alrighty. Dolk?
Yes, alright. Welcome back to Koran TV. Right now we have IvD Gaming, number 74. Game 3 between Jetricxz and TMWhatTheF on Cloud Kingdom, spawning on the bottom left corner. From IvD Gaming, it is Jetricxz.
Woo! And in the top right, he was 1-up, and then Jetricxz just had an amazing comeback to tie him up 1-1. We have the Yellow Terran, TMWhatTheF.
Alright. So, I have to kind of, get my voice calmed down. Problem is, though, is that Sir Kolveski, who is with me, is also a little bit sick, so we're just going to be talking kind of slowly for the first little bit. Kind of wore out my voice, basically screaming what was happening on my own stream there. Luckily, that was like a highlight reel moment, so I'm just going to post that to my YouTube and just be like, here you go.
It's like, guys, check this out. So yeah, I know that the last bit of the game did go down due to some internet problems with our obs. But basically, we had TMWhatTheF came in with his Thor push. He took out some bases, then got trapped up in the main, and then Jetricxz cleaned up his army, and then WhatTheF tapped out. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's the much more boring and bland version. It was
Yeah.
really cool, and that was a great
Yeah.
game.
Yes, there were tons of explosion, tons of green goop from Jetricx's roaches all over the place. Tons of stuff was exploding. Like, it was just awesome. And we have What the F going straight to a command center from and not building his barracks. Jetricxz, though, needs to go back up that ramp if he wants to see it. And he's going to be doing just that. Barracks getting thrown down now. What the F doing really greedy play right now. And Jetricxz, if he realizes that this is greedy. Oh, never mind, we have another drone versus SCV fight. Drone, as soon as it hits that SCV, will probably win. Yep, drone wins because of the regen mechanic.
You know, I mean, it's fair. Everyone knows that drones are super powerful crabs, so, you know, as long as you know that the drone will beat you, it's not really overpowered. But we do have a kind of interesting wall-off orientation. It is 2 racks at the front, which does, of course, reveal... Oh, wait, no, that's a command center. I am such a liar. So that's super interesting.
Yep. What the F going for really, really, really greedy play. He wants that command center.
And
well,
if that SCV is silly and goes to the other side of the command center... No, there we go. We do change out the workers, so that drone is very sad. He does not get yet another kill. And be a boss drone when he gets home with lots of stories to tell his drone brethren.
Yes.
He's kind of waddles back home.
Yes, because that is what drones do when they don't get SCV kills.
They waddle.
Yeah. Jetricxz now going to be going for a quick third base. A smart choice because he realizes, hey, my opponent's going for command center first. So it's smart because the factory is going to be a bit delayed as well. And then the Hellion's going to be a bit delayed even further because the gas had to take longer to be made. So Jetricxz has his third base right now. What the F does not know about it quite yet.
Yeah, and it looks like we are going to see double factory going down now for What the F. He still has not moved the orbital command and is in fact just using it to produce extra SCVs for his first base right now. Probably waiting till he has at least some army presence so he can manage to keep the expansion when he takes it.
Yep. And right now, so this double factory play, it's going to be pretty interesting, especially since What the F's still only on the 1 base versus Jetricx's 3 base.
Indeed, and it looks like we are going to have Blue Flame researching and a reactor going down the other factory, so we are going to be seeing a lot of Hellions coming out here now. And I expect to see some Hellion harass, and I don't know how Jetricx's fast third is going to handle it.
Alright, so right now, Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way. What the F, he's going to probably try going for a very large Hellion push early on, especially with this quick Pre-Igniter upgrade. You have 2 Zerglings trying to fight this one Hellion. 1 Hellion will win.
1 Hellion, more often than not, does beat 2 Zerglings.
Yep.
Unless they have a medevac. That makes sense.
Only in 2v2s, of course. Unless, or if they're Samir Dure.
Of course.
Yes.
Alright, so... Sorry guys, my throat is, like, trying to kill me at the moment. We do have double evolution chamber coming down for Jetricxz at his natural. We are going to be seeing Ling speed about halfway done. Armory coming down for What the F.
Yep. And right now, more Hellions are getting made for What the F right here. Lair on the way, as well as Metabolic Boost for our Zerg player Jetricxz. and it's still been pretty quiet. Armory on the way, should be seeing some vehicle upgrades start up soon. Yes, +1 vehicle weapons will start, and 1-1 for missile attacks, and then Roach Warren starting up for Jetricxz now.
Yep, and we did see some Hellions come into the third, but it looks like they didn't actually get them any worker kills, just sending a lot of the drones into the red. And it was actually, again, a very good defense of the Hellion push, managing to keep the trade in Jetricxz's favor. He seems to be very good at dealing with the Hellion harassment.
Yeah. Right now, another factory going up for WhatTheF, as well as the third command center. And another armory on the way to help with the mech upgrade, so it will most likely be a mech composition for WhatTheF again. It did work pretty well for him in Game 1. Was working okay to an extent for him in Game 2, but then Jetricxz, he just had a lot more roaches, which helped more versus mech than Zerglings do. And Jetricxz, I think he realizes this now as he's going for a lot quicker roach composition right now.
He is indeed, and it looks like we're going to have roach speed coming out and an infestation pit. And it looks like, yeah. All right, so we have the Hellions off at the center of the map controlling one Zonaga Watchtower. The Ling over controlling the other. The Hellions are actually going to be moving out. They're going to be going towards the third again, and actually they're going to see this fourth. And will they stop by it? It looks like we have the two queens coming. They could be surrounded. They're going to go straight for that one queen. Gets off a bunch of drone kills right there. Manages to pick off another queen. Roach is coming in, trying to deal with the Hellions. Spine crawlers smoking. And the Hellions do get cleaned up.
Yeah. Very well done by WhatTheF, though, because that was just so effective in terms of killing drones. However, he still lost way too many resources for that. That was about 12 Hellions for only 15-ish workers. Jetricxz going to be going for a bit of harassment of his own. Going to be attacking this third base here. It's going to lift up. All the SCVs here probably going to be dying. And this is quite a few roaches here, and I don't think there's much of a standing force for our Terran player right now. There's only a few tanks, and they don't even have siege quite yet. A lot more SCVs going to be dying right here.
Yeah, if he can follow, and the supply depot does get trapped down. He's moving in. Sorry.
And these roaches doing so much damage. Two tanks will go down. A lot more SCVs also going down. And Jetricxz, I think he might have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, if Jetricxz can... The siege mode did finish. 3 more tanks are on the way, but realistically, WhatTheF doesn't have too many workers, and he doesn't... Like, he's going to be up to do so much more damage.
Yeah, and with that, actually, as last year goes down, WhatTheF taps out. Good game, well played. Very nice series. And Jetricxz takes it 2-1 with a very strong comeback. And he will be moving on.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
So very well played by both players there, and yeah, we're gonna be